Yeah, I just put out a single, I Need More. It's an urban single, summer record. But the album Paradise Cove is, coming out later this year. And this project, it's the first I'm experimenting a little bit, but I'm also making some music that I feel like my core fans are gonna love, with a little bit of experimentation in there. But ultimately, you're still getting the soul, you're still getting, classic R&B, and just keeping it fresh.
You want to tell us about your Essence Festival experience this year?
It's been amazing. I just got here about 45 minutes ago, and to see, how many people come out to support music, still to see these types of shows, it's inspirational for an artist. I mean, obviously, we all work as artists to, place ourselves in these type of environments where we can perform at our highest levels. And for me, it's inspiration, to go back in the studio and continue to create music that I feel like transcends, all generations, so that I could possibly perform on one of these stages soon. And, just coming to New Orleans, when I come to New Orleans, I always get this just soulful, vibe that, reminds me of growing up in Baltimore, with my grandmother and my cousins. And, it's always good to get that feeling from after traveling the world and going to different places in the U.S. to come here. It's just, the vibe is just, it's real, it's raw. And, the hospitality here is amazing. I was out at, what restaurant we went to earlier today? Went to Mabel's earlier today. The love was crazy over there. It was amazing. So the experience in New Orleans alone has been amazing so far.
So outside of music, Mario, what else can we expect from you? What interests do you have outside? Well, you do the fitness thing. You have it looking good and tight and all these years.
No, I'm definitely a health freak. I love it. Nah, man, I definitely, am into health. I travel a lot. This business can be strenuous on artists, and I think that we sometimes neglect ourselves, trying to, please labels and, meet the expectations of other people, and sometimes you can lose yourself, and I pride myself on, like, really, showing young people that you can work hard, and you can be amongst certain types of environments, but you don't have to become that. You can be an individual, and step outside of the box, and that's what New Citizens stand for. That's what it represents. That goes for anybody. So definitely health is one of my. I'm writing a book right now called Life in Exchange, which it's for all generations, but I wrote it especially for like the younger generation, because I was trying to find a way to communicate with my younger cousins who still live in Baltimore, who they might come out on the road with me here and there, but they're still going back to these types of, environments that's not conducive to their, their inner spirits. So I always try to give them advice, but I felt the best way for me to do it was to write it down. So this book is for anybody trying to balance out their personal and spiritual lives. And I'm using references from my own life. So that's one of my interests. And also just really continuing to make good music, put some shows together, touring, just get back out to my fans and put music out.
Nice. Can we open the floor to a couple questions?
Absolutely.
I know you got a question. What's your question? Don't be shy now.
And films as well, movies.
Yes,
doing some more movie projects, developing some projects. I want to develop a TV show based on my personal life. Growing up, I had a lot of interesting characters growing up in Baltimore, from my grandmother and my aunts, my uncles, and just everybody having their own different. There was 18 of us living in one house, and there was just a lot going on. You know what I mean? Both. We grew up in Emerson Village, but I ended up living in East Baltimore before I left Baltimore.
Overweight.
So it's just a lot there, and it's real content. It's real stories. It's very relatable. You got a question? You raised your hand. Yes. Hello. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. To be honest with you, I would love to be a part of a project that has to do with a group that is multicultural, like Black Eyed Peas, because I feel like ultimately a lot of the records that they made, especially in the beginning, were very positive records. They had very deep messages to them. They were fun, but they had messages to them. And I would love to have a young group that represents real music, real concepts, but still in it is very entertaining. But something that can still have mainstream success. So I would love, that's like my passion. I would love to find a group like that. So you know, different cultures within the group being successful. But also, I guess the answer would be for you is artists who, know who they are, know who they want to be, and that are authentic. I feel like a lot of artist development has diminished. When I first started, it's funny because I ran into Lorianne Gibson back then. She's doing Puff's choreography with Luther Brown. When I first started, before I even touched one stage, I was already like doing rehearsals and media training and certain things to express myself, as an artist should. And now I just feel like those things, there aren't many artists that are young and coming in the game that are really captivating. Like you might hear their music in the club or hear their music on the radio, but when they speak, there's no depth there. And I feel like that's what's missing. Because these kids have a lot to talk about. They're going through, they're experiencing their own, things in life that they can express. And I feel like it's not being expressed fully and in a raw way, where it can start to change, even amongst themselves, getting their feelings out and expressing things in certain ways. So those are the type of things that I would be interested in doing.
Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Can we get the acapella?
Yeah.
What y'all want me to sing though?
New single.
What, when I was coming out? Oh, wow, okay. So it goes, I wish I had the beat right here.
Mario, she has a question.
I'm gonna sing that for you, I got you.
Mario, my question for you is, will we see you do any more movies?
Absolutely. I'm working on some stuff now. We're writing some scripts. I actually just started getting back into the whole, thing, like going around meeting with different casting directors and things to see what's out there. Because I've been recording, trying to finish up this album. But definitely more movies, for sure. Thank you. That's inspiring right there. So the song I Need More, it's about, needing more than just, the lifestyle that we live sometimes, and how a lot of times we set these goals for ourselves, right? And when we acquire them, we find out it's not enough. And what we really needed was within us the whole time. We just needed to find it. That's what I Need More is about. So the hook goes, I need more, more. I need more than these bottles. Yeah. I need more, more. I need more than these bottles. So it's, it's a fun record, but the meaning behind it is something that I feel like I want to resonate amongst young people. That at the end of the day, it's not going to fulfill you, no matter how much you make, no matter how much money you make, no matter, how many girls you got, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, you need more than that. Thank you. So we just put it out, so we're moving.
Finish off crying out for me.
You said it. It's like you're caught up in a maze. You keep on going in circles, girl, and you're trying to find your way out. But it's time I put on my cape and put that ass on my chest. Girl, I wanna come and save you, but I'm stuck in the middle of seeing you hurt and knowing you love him, and you wanna make it work, but I can't help but think that I've known you first. It's getting louder, girl, can't ignore it no more. I can hear your heart. Come on. Crying out for me. Said I can hear your heart. Crying out for me. And it keeps on saying, come on in, and save me. It keeps on saying, I can't, baby. Ooh, yeah.
Thank you, Mario.